all, welcome to my channel Fuel Your Imagination. Are you eager for this reading session of episode 10 of Alienated in an Ancient Land? Have you guessed who the Ancient One is? Do you watch documentaries on History Channel? If you have watched the documentary where they talk about structures built by aliens all around the globe, you will love this episode. So without wasting any more time, let's begin. Episode 10. Who is the Ancient One? Am I going insane or did I just witness Shamit sir and Tanya madam going out from the restaurant? Murmured Ganesh to Rekha. Rekha was washing utensils and Ganesh was returning from his smoking break. Usually, Shamit sir and Tanya madam spend the afternoon locked up in the cleaning room. Today, Ganesh saw them going out. Also, it was surprising to see them close the restaurant for the afternoon. Generally, afternoons on weekdays are relaxed. Only a few regular customers who booked catering orders would come to take the packed lunch. Today, only the regular orders were delivered to the customers by Triptesh. Shamit put the closed sign on the restaurant door. I guess they are off drugs now, shrugged Ganesh, looking towards the entrance to check if Tanya madam or Shamit sir were coming. Why bother? I'm not getting anxious these days, even after I touched Tanya madam. I'm now thinking if it was indeed her or something to do with my own problems at home, replied Rekha. But I'm still intimidated by their presence. They have this scary aura around them, whispered Rekha. Shamit and Tanya entered the restaurant, causing a flutter among the staff. They ran to the kitchen and acted as if they were busy with work. Ganesh was stealing casual glances at them while working and observed that they were in a hurry and going out again. No sooner had the two left the restaurant than Ganesh whistled softly. Now that's more surprising than ever. It'll rain heavily tonight, chuckled Ganesh. Enough. Get back to work. We don't want Shamit sir reprimanding when it gets crowded later in the evening, chided Rekha. Tanya and Shamit were back at the headquarters. Grandmaster, please enlighten us about our past. What are we? Why are we with such a curse? Begged Tanya. Vishwakarma was hailed as the most advanced architect of the galaxy. We are his descendants. Earlier, we had no reason to hide from humanity, for they worshipped us and requested us to build great structures, continued the Grandmaster. But what changed it, Grandmaster? Interrupted Tanya and realized her mistake instantly. She cursed herself in her mind and tried to control her angry outbursts. The descendants of Vishwakarma were highly spiritual and couldn't be touched by anyone. Seeing their strength, the humans devised a plan to take away the powers by deceit. Once powerless, the Ancient One had to flee. It angered the descendants, and they decided to take matters in their own hands. The Grandmaster paused at this juncture to look at the reactions and observed Tanya struggling to control her anger again. You see, the descendants believed this was their planet, for they came before the humans. So they meditated to the Lord Vishnu, one of the cosmic lords, and became more powerful. So much so that their touch could take away all the positive energy from the humans. With time, their emotion of revenge got stronger and erased the aim of building structures. They began to think they were all powerful and wanted to rule the world by making humans their slaves. Upon the cosmic order from the highest authority, the Ancient One had the responsibility to punish his remnant descendants for their wrongdoing. It was then the Ancient One returned and reprimanded the descendants. He gave them principles to follow, not to interfere with the humans, to go into hiding and inspire the humans to build structures. It served as a punishment for trying to interfere with the universe's way of evolution for this planet. The Grand Master looked around again. Shamit was listening with great interest, while Tanya was going through highs and lows of emotions. Since then, continued the Grand Master, our race is always hiding. Not all descendants observe vigorous energy transfer. The souls that are enlightened and seeking peace find it easy to balance their emotions. But the emotional souls, who are full of rage, always find it difficult to manage the accidental energy exchange, concluded the Grandmaster. Well, that was enlightening, Grandmaster, mouthed Shamit. Tanya was still struggling with her emotions and couldn't utter a word. You see, many grand structures came into existence because a descendant of Vishwakarma inspired the artisan or the engineer. Huge idols, marvelous stepwells, rock cut temples, monumental temples, clocks, stars are only a few examples of the capability the descendants of Vishwakarma have. Both of you have to recognize your ability. Everything else will fall into place, concluded the Grandmaster. So, what should we do now? Asked Shamit, affirming Tanya's predicament. We wait for the Ancient One to appear. Until then, we help humanity without interfering with their evolution, replied the Grandmaster. How do we help them? It is we who need help, blurted out Tanya at last. If you don't channel your energy into creating or building, it will create an imbalance and consume you from within. Try and help build something, and you will find your goal, advised the Grandmaster. But I found solace without doing anything. Also, I don't know if I can construct anything at all. Why is it so, Grandmaster? Questioned Shamit. You are already grounded deeply here, hence, you don't feel the need to create. If you channel your energy, you will find that all your doubts vanish and you will have a goal to reach, suggested the Grandmaster. But where do we help? How do we construct? Asked Shamit and Tanya in unison. Until today, you were using your astral journeys to search for the Ancient One. Instead, search for the souls that are busy constructing something marvelous. Once you interact with them on the astral plane, your body doesn't tire and the balance is maintained because you needn't travel to farther galaxies at all, elaborated the Grandmaster. Hmm, interesting. We will try and help from tonight. Shamit and Tanya sought blessings and left for the restaurant. Once back in the restaurant, Tanya and Shamit went back to their regular work. The staff were both stunned and afraid to speak. It being a Wednesday, Shamit and Tanya shared the tip money from the customers with the staff. Shamit and Tanya had given them more than the regular amount. Strangely, the staff did not seem happy about it. Ganesh and Rekha began speaking once they were far away from the restaurant. I guess I'm right. They were entangled in a case and must have gone to meet a person who could influence the authorities. Did you notice how freely they are moving around now? Said Ganesh. Don't talk loudly. I'm always scared they may hear us, whispered Rekha. I don't know, but both look different today. Something has changed. I don't know yet, but only time will tell, shrugged Rekha before going into her apartment. Well, did your guess match my outline? If not, I would recommend you Google about Vishwakarma and his descendants. Our ancient history remains the inspiration for all my imaginary tales. I repeat, it is ancient history, not mythology. I take an important event and spin a story around it. It is my humble attempt to connect our younger generation with our ancestors. As a parent, we must make our children learn about our ancient history. Invaders tried their best to erase the proof of ancient history. But every temple in the remotest part of the globe speaks volumes about our Sanatana Dharma. Coming to the story, it ends next week. So, what do you think happens to the staff and the amateur astronomers? Stay tuned and don't forget to listen to a tiny story tomorrow. See you tomorrow then.